Hello everyone. Today we will learn about direct and indirect speech. You have been reading the story Telangana, the Pride of the People for the last few days. What have you noticed about how the story is being told? This is how the story looks. How is the story being told? It is a conversation. People are talking with each other. How do we know it is a conversation? You can see these signs or symbols in the story. What do these symbols mean? When we are having a conversation, we use something called the quote and unquote. These are the symbols for quote and unquote. The part of a conversation which someone is telling, we put it between these two symbols. When we write down a conversation, putting these two symbols makes the written into a spoken. When the written becomes the spoken. Spoken versus written. Dad, what is special in the news? Why are you so emotional? Kiran asked. You can see the quote and the unquote in this sentence, which means Kiran is having a conversation with his father. How will you write what Kiran told his father? Kiran asked his dad what was special in the news and why he was so emotional. Can you see how we have changed the sentence? The first part where Kiran is asking his dad and the sentence is within a quote and an unquote is called the direct speech. And the second sentence where I have changed it to say what Kiran was telling his father, this is called an indirect speech or reporting speech. How do we do it? That is our objective today. We will be able to change a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech. In today's class, we will look at simple sentences only. When we are looking at questions or we are looking at sentences with exclamation marks, the changing is different. So we are looking only at simple sentences today. Direct to indirect speech. Hari said, Telangana has been declared as the 29th state. We will remove the quotes, we will add that in the sentence, and we will check and change the tense. These are the main points we have to look at when we are changing from direct to indirect speech. So the sentence becomes, Hari said that Telangana had been declared as the 29th state. So what has changed here? We have removed the quote and the unquote. We have added a that and the tense has been changed to a past tense. Let us look at some more examples to see how we do this. We will now look at the rules. She said, I am studying. First, identify the tense. Which tense are we looking at? The tense of this verb, she said, and this is in the past tense. Next, we will identify the pronoun. Who is talking? About who is this person talking? So here, she is talking and she is talking about herself. So, the sentence becomes, she said that she was studying. We have removed the quotes and we have added that. But along with that, what have we also done? The tense has changed to the past tense because said was in the past tense. And she is talking about herself, so the I changes to she as well. She said that she was studying. Next example. Manu said, you are my best friend. First, check the tense. Said It is in past tense. Next, check the noun or the pronoun and find the person who is talking and about who is this person talking. Manu is talking and Manu is telling me, you are my best friend. So Manu is talking about me. How does the sentence change? Manu said that I was his best friend. So the tense changes to past tense because said is in past tense and I am his best friend. So I am Manu's best friend. Next example. Sheila said, my brother is going to the village today. Again, we start by identifying the tense. Said, past tense. Pronoun, Sheila, and she is talking about her brother. The third thing we have to look at is also the adverb, which is today. So how does the sentence change? Sheila said that her brother was going to the village that day. What has changed? We have used the past tense. Instead of is going, it is now was going. And Sheila is talking about her brother. Finally, today becomes that day. Next example. Mohan said, I want to read this book. Can you guess how will this change into an indirect speech? Identify the tense. Said. Find the pronoun. Who is talking? About who? Mohan is talking and Mohan is talking about himself. Find the adverb. This is the adverb. So what will be the indirect speech? Mohan said that he wanted to read that book. What has changed? Want became wanted because the tense is past tense in said. Mohan is talking about himself, so he wanted to read. This becomes that. That is the change of the adverb. So have you noticed all the rules in these 4 examples? Let us see how the adverbs change in direct to indirect speech. This becomes that. These becomes those. Here becomes there. Now becomes then. Today becomes that day. Yesterday becomes the previous day. Tomorrow becomes the next day. Please take a note of these in your notebook. Also, note all the examples and rules so that you can remember how to change a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech. There are more adverb rules, but I have given you the basic ones which you can use every day.